Hello, everyone. I hope you had a great weekend despite the torrential rainstorm on Saturday. I wish someone would tell Mother Nature that the calendar says it's spring. And if the calendar says that it's spring, well, then this means the weather should be getting sunnier and warmer, right? Well, in any case, we're moving forward in our course regardless of the March weather and whispers of an impending snowstorm. That's one of the many benefits of online learning. We can still participate in class, rain or shine. For this week, we'll focus on step 2 of the 5 easy steps to oral history, preparing for the oral history interview. To prepare for your oral history interview, you will complete journal entry number 8, conducting interviews. For this journal entry, follow these steps. Step 1, read In Conversation pages 141 to 142. Step 2, view the Smithsonian Institution Archives Oral History at Home, 5 easy steps. The video is 2 minutes and 16 seconds. Step 3, read the sections Martha Ross, The 6 R's of Oral History Interviewing, and Preparing for Oral History Interviews from the Smithsonian Institution Archives, How to Do Oral History. Step 4, respond to the following questions in your journal entry. Considering the 5 easy steps of doing oral history at home, think about steps 1 through 2. Prepare for your interview by writing a practice introduction that states 1, your name, 2, your interviewee's name, and 3, the date of the interview, and 4, the location of the interview. Since this is a practice introduction, keep in mind that you can make changes before your interview is arranged. To establish rapport with your interviewee, Martha Ross recommends informing them of the purpose of your project. Have you done this yet? If so, what was your interviewee's reaction? If not, what do you plan on telling your interviewee? What kinds of research will you conduct on your interviewee to help you prepare for the interview and establish rapport? For instance, will you look at family photos and documents like birth certificates, medical records, ID cards, scrapbooks, and newspaper clippings? And what topic areas would you like to cover in the interview? What topic areas do you think your interviewee would like to cover, especially since you'll be focusing on their experience of the pandemic? This journal entry is due by the end of the day on March 27th. Next, you'll complete an oral history planning sheet. Talk to one of the people you mentioned in journal entry number 7, your first or second choice subject for an interview, and write down the name of your interviewee and the dates and times you could conduct your interview during week 10 of the course schedule, which is April 1st to April 5th. Plan for about 2 hours for the interview, but try to conduct the interview in 3 sessions that last about 40 minutes per session, giving you and your interviewee time to rest, and also not only time to rest, but time for you to go back and listen to the recorded interview to see if there are any follow-up questions you might like to ask. So you'll fill in name of interviewee. If you decide to do 3 interview sessions, just give the date, the time, and the place. You might want to do 2 interview sessions, 1 hour each, and again, date, time, and place. And this oral history planning sheet is due by the end of the day on March 27th, so I can see who you're interviewing, when you're interviewing your subject, and where you're interviewing your subject. Lastly, there is discussion forum number 8, the interview questions. For this forum, follow these steps. Step 1, read the sections, how to ask questions in oral history interviews, and suggested topics, questions for oral history interviews from the Smithsonian Institution Archives, How to Do Oral History. Step 2, review the Smithsonian Center for Folklife and Cultural Heritage's list of possible questions to ask during your interview. These questions could be icebreaker questions before you get into the serious part of your interview, which should focus on your subject's experience of the pandemic. In this forum, share a list of 15 possible questions you would like to ask your interviewee, again, focusing on their experience of the pandemic. Your questions might fall into 1 to 2 subcategories such as work and/or school. For example, for work, you can ask, how did the social distancing mandates in New York affect your job? For school, you could ask, what do you think about your school switch to an online graduation ceremony, if that applies? Step 4, after your list of questions, write a brief paragraph discussing the kinds of questions you developed. For example, are they open-ended rather than closed-ended? And why you chose these questions. Your main post and reply are both due by the end of the day on March 28th because the college is closed on Friday, March 29th due to a holiday. Also, if you did not submit the final draft of your persuasive essay, I sent you an email reminder, but the message is worth repeating in this weekly announcement. The Turnitin link for the persuasive essay will be open until the end of the day on March 28th. Keep in mind that for each day that the essay is overdue, 1.5 points will be deducted from the essay's final grade. And the essay contributes 100 points to your overall grade for the course. So if you don't submit the final draft, this will have a negative impact on your final grade for the course. So please do submit your final draft as soon as possible. If you have any questions or concerns, especially about this oral history project, don't hesitate to contact me. Also, you can stop by during the virtual office hours this week on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 12 to 1 p.m. Well, that's it for now, everyone. Have a great week. Bye.